Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today I'm bringing you a book haul of 2, 4, 6, 8 books. But before I do that, let me just remind you that tonight, Sunday the 23rd of April, between the hours of 7 and 10, I am hosting the spring edition of Cosy Reading Night. I will link my announcement video and TBR video down below. But Cosy Reading Night is a night where I just take 3 hours to just chill out, do some reading, get cozy, really relax and have a lovely time, eat loads of snacks, burn loads of nice smelling candles and just have a great time. If you'd love to join in, then do join in, but do please check my TBR out down below. But the books. So I've got a selection of books here that I've bought, I've been sent by friends, I've been sent by publishers. Wonderful, wonderful times. Let's get started with books that I bought when I was on holiday in Wales. The first one is this really cute book from a little souvenir shop in St David's called Window in Wales. This is Gone for Lunch, 52 Things to do on your lunch break by Laura Archer. So I picked this up and loved it. I think my cousin and her husband have 52 Things to Learn on the Loo, which is, I think maybe, it definitely looks like this. I don't know if it's published by the same people. But yeah, it's a really cute book here with 52 things to do on your lunch break. So they're really small things, starting from like draw a portrait. So they've got like indoor things. It's separated into bits. Sitting, active, inside, outside. And I want to make more of my lunch break. At the moment, I read on my lunch break, which is amazing. But I'd like to do a little bit more, and it's just got some really good things in here, like write a letter, have lunch with friends, write a novelette, read a newspaper, play a game of chess, knit a scarf, desk yoga, bookshop browsing, obviously always up for that, plan a meal, have a power nap, local wildlife, draw a building, just things that I could be doing. I don't know when I'm going to start this. There's 52 things, and I'm also aware that there's 52 weeks in a year. I feel like maybe this might go, maybe something I do next year. I don't know, I might start it earlier, I might make it into a bit of a vlogging series. I don't know, but the idea of it really appealed to me. I had a little flick through, I really enjoyed it, and then when I got home I read it and I really was pleased with it. So yeah, this is something that I'm going to do, and I'm not sure when, but yeah, well done that little book, published by Quadrille. The next book I also bought when I was in Wales in St David's. They've got a very, very cute, lovely little bookshop there called the St David's Bookshop, and in there I obviously bought a Welsh book, Under Milkwood, the definitive edition by Dylan Thomas. Under Milkwood is a poem or a play by, it's described, it says here, commissioned by the BBC and described by Dylan Thomas as a play for voices. Under Milkwood is an emotive and hilarious account of a spring day in the fictional Welsh seaside town of, I'm going to murder this, Laregub. And I know that's not how you say it in French. The first line is very, very famous to me. I recognise it. I have read this before. I got it out from the library. But now, I wish I'd read it when I was in Wales. God, I'm trying to get through the introduction. Look at all this. Right, the first line is, it is a spring moonless night in the small town, starless and buyable black. The cobble streets silent and the hunched quarters and rabbits wood limping invisible and the hunched quarters and rabbits wood limping invisible down to the slow black, crow black, fish boat bobbing sea. Yeah, so yeah, really excited about getting my way through that. I also bought this when I was in Wales. All the books I bought in Wales. This I bought in Tesco in Wales. The Trouble with Goats and Sheep. Mercedes and Simon have both read this and loved it. It looks like a really like big fonted book that I'm going to fly my way through. I bought this in Tesco's. They were 2 for £7 on paperbacks, and I bought my friend one, so I just treated myself to something else. Summer's 1976. Mrs. Creasy is missing and the avenue is alive with whispers. As the summer shimmers endlessly on, 10 years old Grace and Tilly decide to take matters into their own hands. But as doors and mouths begin to open and the cul-de-sac starts giving up its secrets, the amateur detectives will find more than they could have imagined. I really like books told from children's perspectives. I think I'm really going to like this. I like that blue. That reminds me of spring. I've managed to smudge that book straight away on the front cover. Naughty me. The next books are books that were sent to me by the publishers. The first one being Little Gold by Ali Rogers. Sorry. The publisher contacted me. The publisher is Legend Press. They contacted me like last year and asked me if there was any books I fancied, and this one tickled my fancy. Tickle, tickle. But it's not due to be published until May, so they've only just sent it to me now. But it says here, and I'd completely forgotten. When I got it, I was like, what's I don't remember wanting that. So I'm going to have to read from here because I can't really remember what it was about. However, I do remember it was set in the 1980s. The heat is oppressive and storms are brewing in Brighton in the summer of 1982. Little Gold, a boyish girl on the brink of adolescence, is struggling with the reality of her broken family and her home descending into chaos. Her only refuge is the tree at the end of her garden. In her fractured life steps elderly neighbour Peggy Baxter. The connection between the two is instant, but just when it seems that Little Gold has found solace, outsiders appear who seek to take advantage of her frail family in the worst way possible. In an era when so much is hard to speak aloud, can Little Gold share enough of her life to avert disaster? And can Peggy Baxter, a woman running out of time and with her own secrets to bear, recognise the danger before it's too late? So yeah, another book set in the 80s that I'm going to like. The next two were sent to me from Pam Macmillan. The first one is absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. This is a naked hardback with silver. It's just beautiful. Silver, like little dots, and then a little elephant's trunk coming out here. Swimmer Among the Stars by Kanishk Tharoor. And Elephant's Bum. There. It's just gorgeous. It's just, oh my God, it's just beautiful. And it says here, an interview with the last speaker of a language, a chronicle of the final 7 days of a town that is about to be razed to the ground by an invading army, the lonely voyage of an elephant from Kerala to a princess's palace in Morocco, a fabled cook who flavours his foods with precious stones, a coterie of international diplomats trapped in near-Earth orbit, a stunning collection of short stories from a remarkable new writer. Yeah, so it just sounds beautiful and looks beautiful, so beautiful. They also sent me, and this looks amazing, Lorraine Pascal's new cookbook, Bake. Now, I'm into baking and cooking and all of that gear, but I don't actually own a book that is purely about cakes. Now, I have earmarked some of my faves in here. This one being #1 fave. Look at that. Look at it. It's a Swiss roll, rainbow roulade with lime cream cheese chantilly. However, the first thing I'm going to make, and I think I'm going to make it next weekend, I might make it. I've got Simon and Chris coming to stay with me next weekend. Simon from the YouTube channel Savage Reads, and I feel like if I'm feeling really nice, I'm gonna make him. Where the bloody hell is it? So much pressure. Oh bloody hell! I can't find it. Banana loaf with peanut butter frosting. Look at that. I've got to check he's not allergic to nuts, actually. They've just got some really good stuff in here. Already I was like, oh, I'm going to make that at Christmas. Oh, I'm going to do that for them. I'm going to do that for them. This is the Christmas one. Cranberry upside down cake with lemon and ginger. It's just a really, really good selection. It's also got a really good selection of gluten-free bits in here and like specialist bakes and stuff. I just can't wait to get going on this, and nor can David wait for me to get going on this as well. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on how I get on with that. Look at that back cover with the beautiful things in. Absolutely gorgeous. The next one was also sent to me by HarperCollins, and this is The Cows by Dawn O'Porter. Now, I've been excited to read this. I really like Dawn O'Porter. I like her documentaries. I've read both of her books before, which were YA books, which aren't necessarily my bag, but these two are coming-of-age stories set on the island of, I want to say Guernsey, but do I mean Jersey? They're set on an island in the British Isles, coming-of-age stories about, like, someone in the 90s when not much is going on, and like that's my sort of YA bag. I'm not really into YA, but that really enjoyed. And this is also about I don't know if it's a coming of age story. It's about, oh, here we go. It says, The Cows is a powerful novel about 3 women judging each other but also themselves. In all the noise of modern life, they need to find their own voice. So yeah, I think I'm going to be bang into this, and I really like this front cover. I like yellow. And there's lots of yellow there. So yeah. And the last book I've got was sent to me by the wonderful, beautiful and amazing Eleanor from Eleanor Reads Books. She heard me talking to Mercedes on our recent podcast, saying about how I would love to read the graphic novel Everything is Teeth by Evie Wilde and Jo Sumner, but everywhere I'd seen it had been quite pricey. Well, she found it sort of okay but didn't want to keep it, and kindly sent me her copy, which is amazing. So I'm going to finally get to read it. And look, she's done a lovely little postcard in there saying, I wasn't a fan of this, but think you and Mercedes have similar tastes and heard on your podcast you fancy trying this, so it's yours. Love, Eleanor. And I do love Eleanor. So yeah, this is about a boy who's scared of sharks, and it's all done in quite like simple artwork, but then when he sees a shark, they're done, it almost looks like a photo. They're amazing. So yeah, I've been looking forward to reading this for a long time, so I might even pick this up this afternoon. So yeah, those are the books that I've recently got. What books have you recently got your little mitts on? Have you read any of these books before? Who's into baking? Can you recommend me a good baking book? Have you baked anything out of... Sorry, I'm all the way over here. Have you baked anything out of Lorraine Pascal's bacon? If you have, what has it been? And yeah, I'll see you all again for another booktube video. It'll be my Cosy Reading Night wrap up on Wednesday, so I'll see you then. And hopefully you'll be joining in with Cosy Reading Night tonight.